Welcome to Jedi Fallen Order, Saber, and in this video, I'm going to talk about some tips and tricks that I wish I knew earlier, part 2. Now remember to hit that like button and subscribe to help support the channel. Alright, so this is part 2 of my last video. I wanted to add some more things that either people have left a comment on that were very interesting, or some stuff that I found on my own that were after making that video. If you want to find a link to that video, it'll be at the end of this video or in the pinned comment or the description below. Alright, so one thing to note is a couple dozen people left a comment on how you can get the double-bladed saber from Bogano. So right now I've been showing you exactly the path that you need to take in order to get it. But the first thing you're going to need is the force push and the slice ability for your BD1. Alright, so as soon as you get the force push, you need to go backtrack over to the weather monument. You'll find a rock wall that you can force push open. Inside there we'll have the slice ability for BD1. Once you have those two, you can just start from where I showed you at the beginning of the video. Follow the path along the way, and this will lead you to the double-bladed saber in Bogano. Now you can get it at Dathomir faster, but that place can be very challenging, so I wanted to show you the one in Bogano because it is the easier of the two locations that you can get it from. So I wanted to show you how to get it from Bogano, just in case you're having trouble getting it from Dathomir. Next up, we're going to talk about being invincible. Now that you have the double-bladed saber, when you switch from one to the other by using the directional pad, you are invincible. As you can see, the enemies are shooting at me and I'm not taking any damage at all. All I'm doing is switching from the single and then right away switching to the double. It's probably not intended to be this way. Most likely it will be patched out, but this is kind of like a nice little trick that you can have if you wanted to just be invincible for just a short period of time. Alright, next up is the double-bladed flashlight. This was mentioned a couple times in my previous video, so I want to share it in this one. As soon as you get the double-bladed saber, if you're in a dark area, you can hold the block button and illuminate it a lot better with the double-bladed saber. So just keep that in mind when you are in a darker area. Just use the double-bladed saber to illuminate it better. Alright, next up we're going to talk about some special finishers. Certain enemies, if you parry 3 times in a row like the one I'm showing you right now, you'll get a special finisher which will destroy this enemy in one shot while it has full health. As you can see right there, that's basically what I did. Parry 3 times in a row and I was able to do a special finisher. Now, in order to figure this out, you're going to want to scan every single enemy and find out what their tactical guide is. This one says it's easily thrown off by repeated parries. So that's one thing to note. It also works with this spider too right here that I'm showing you. When it lunges forward, if you parry that attack, you will be able to do a special finisher on that one too. So you definitely want to scan all the enemies, check out their tactical guide, and see if there's any kind of advantage that will help you out within the game. Next, we're going to talk about healing while blocking. So it's best to use the block button and then heal, especially if there's multiple enemies around or that particular enemy is being aggressive. You want to hold down the block button and then heal, so then your character will basically use that opportunity to heal real quick, and that block will be ready to go after you're done healing. Next, we're going to talk about force push to counter unblockables. When an enemy glows red, that basically means they're going to do a unblockable attack. Typically, you will dodge out of the way, but you can also set it up in your combo to where if you're deflecting bullets or if you're parrying the attack, you can use the force push to disrupt their unblockable. It'll also decrease their stamina, so it will help you out during the fight. This is something that many people might know or might not know, so I just want to add that in the video. Alright, so next we're going to talk about the Tomb Guardian. This is something you want to farm early on in the game, maybe just for about 2 or 3 points. You want to farm them right after you get the force push. Obviously, if you've already passed this point, then you don't need to really farm them. But if you're just starting the game, you want to farm this guy for about 2 or 3 points just to help you out early on. It is directly after you get the force push. Once you defeat the enemy, just go and rest the meditate circle, and then it'll respawn another one. Just farm it for about 2 or 3 skill points to help you out early on. Next, we're going to talk about multiple save files. This is something that I wish I knew earlier. I ran into an issue where my bounty hunters was not spawning into my game, and this was kind of upsetting because I didn't want to lose all my progress from my original save file. So you can actually have up to 5 different save files, and it's kind of nice to know that you can have up to 5 different save files just in case you want to play the game again, maybe on a harder difficulty. Alright, so next we're going to talk about quick save. Since there is no manual save in the game, you want to go up to a meditate circle, use it real quick, and then exit out. What you'll notice is at the bottom right corner of the screen, an icon will come up basically telling you that it did a quick save. You don't need to rest or anything like that. You just need to quickly use it, exit out, and that'll do a quick save for you. This will help you out so you don't lose as much progression in case you die or something. And last, I wanted to show you a cool little trick that you can use in order to get an overview of the map. What you want to do is find a movable object. You'll do a double jump, and before you land, you will use the pull ability. And while you're on the object, you'll just continuously use the pull ability, and it will take you all the way up in the air, kind of giving you a nice little overview of the map. So if there is any other tips and tricks you want to add, then please leave them in the comments down below. And don't forget to check out my first video that I had. It'll be at the end of this video or in the pinned comment or the description below. But other than that, I hope you all enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe to support the channel, and I will see you next time.